Customer service, done right, can be your company's single biggest competitive advantage. Welcome to the Customer Service Revolution. Join customer service authority and best-selling author John DiJulius as he interviews leaders who are revolutionizing their industries. This is more than a podcast, though. It's a movement. The Customer Service Revolution is a radical overthrow of conventional business mentality designed to transform what customers and employees experience. If you're a revolutionary customer service leader who's ready to stop competing on price and obsessed with building a brand that people cannot live without, this podcast is for you. How exclusive is your brand? Do you have a cult-like following? This week, Chief Revolution Officer John DiJulius discusses what it takes to attract a bunch of Tesla-driving, Peloton-riding, Starbucks drinking, Apple-using, Lululemon-wearing customers. Those brands are not trying to be all things for all people. They're unique, almost exclusive, yet have a cult-like customer base. Their customers are looking for superior products and service wrapped in a compelling experience that makes them feel better about who they are, offering them a status symbol of a lifestyle, an emotional affirmation, an affordable luxury that says, if I buy this, I'll be hipper, more attractive, more intelligent, and more popular. Now here's your host for the Customer Service Revolution podcast, John DiJulius.
Welcome, revolutionaries, to another episode of the Customer Service Revolution podcast. I am John DiJulius, Chief Revolution Officer of the DiJulius Group. And this week, I want to talk to you about how to get a bunch of Tesla driving, Peloton riding, Starbucks drinking, Apple using, Lululemon wearing customers. All right. So how do you attract them? Not by running discounts. This type of customer cares less about price and more about finding a compelling experience that makes them feel better about themselves, which creates an emotional connection to the brand. So how do you attract your ideal customer? Those brands are not trying to be for all people. They're unique, almost exclusive, and yet have a culture-like customer base. Their customers are looking for a superior product and service wrapped in a compelling experience that makes them feel better about themselves. Those brands are a status symbol of a lifestyle. They offer customers an emotional affirmation, an affordable luxury that says, if I buy this, I will be hipper, more attractive, more intelligent, and more popular. So do you compete in price wars or experience wars? Those brands do not compete on price. These types of customers are not looking for discounts. I prefer to compete in experience wars, a lot less competition. Many times when a customer complains about the price, it isn't because they were not willing to pay for it. It is because the experience didn't warrant it. Price is something you offer when you have nothing else. In fact, 85% of U.S. consumers say they would pay significantly more to ensure a superior experience. Price becomes irrelevant when your customers are so happy with you, they have no idea what your competition charges. Discounting your prices is just a race to the bottom. When the best is similar in price to the rest of the pack, customers get suspicious and the perception of superiority and excellence disappears. It's a major mistake to allow cheap imitators to appear as your competition by playing into their hands and reducing your prices. You are giving them credibility and decreasing your status as the leader of expertise and experience in your industry. If you feel your products and services are superior, then your fees should reflect that as well. Everyone expects to pay more when they're dealing with the best.
Would you like to lead an organization that hires and retains the top talent? Contact Claudia at thedijuliusgroup.com to learn how the DiJulius Group can help you build a tattoo-worthy culture.
I want to be the most expensive hair salon in Northeast Ohio, or I want to own the most expensive hair salon in Northeast Ohio, which I do. where my hairdressers charge significantly more than anyone else. I want to be the most expensive customer service consultant and keynote speaker than anyone. Okay. However, we got to make sure the value is there. We're still, when people are paying a premium, like they are with Tesla and Apple and Starbucks and Lululemon, they feel that they're getting a bargain, even though they're paying more than anywhere else. So how do you do that? Remember, many times the cheaper a customer goes, the more it ends up costing them. So we got to create an experience epiphany. An experience epiphany fills a gap customers didn't know was there. What was once considered impossible is now the standard experience everyone else is trying to duplicate. Experience epiphanies rarely occur in familiar surroundings. Steve Jobs said it best: the key to thinking differently is to perceive things differently through the lens of a trailblazer. And to see things through those lenses, you must force your brain to make connections it otherwise would have missed. My favorite customer service models are the ones that are so unique to their industries. Too many businesses operate like blind sheep and do what has always been done. Then you have companies like Amazon, Tesla, Airbnb, Peloton, Apple, and Zappos who introduce such simple concepts unheard of in their industries and dominate even in tough economic times. Listening to your customers is acceptable for driving incremental customer satisfaction, but it hardly generates breakthroughs. A better description for what great companies deliver is called an experience epiphany. That's a vision of what the customer will want in the future and won't be able to live without it. All right, so go out and get your Tesla driving, Peloton riding, Starbucks drinking, Apple using, Lululemon-wearing customers by creating such a compelling customer experience. They can't fathom life without you and don't care about the price you charge compared to your competitors. Thank you, revolutionaries, for joining me for another episode of the Customer Service Revolution podcast. We will see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Customer Service Revolution podcast with John DiJulius. Did you enjoy this episode? Consider leaving us a review. We value your feedback and love to hear how you're using the podcast in your organization. To hear more, be sure to subscribe now on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks for being part of the Customer Service Revolution.